Seemed like a mosquito come through. 4 mounting screws to go in them holes right yonder. And it's a sub base. It's cast iron. It's a H-790 for those who are taking notes. But the magneto would mount onto the plate thusly with the screws going down this way for them. So, and this is the magneto that came off the engine that we're working on. Lucky to get that. And it's got a gear. Evidently the engine was running. Just kind of, well, something happened to it, I'm not sure. But this is what I'm working with. That cover there, you know, that's just a piece of, somebody just put a piece of copper on there, you know. This would be the, and the numbers on the ones for these these McCormick Deerings, this would be in a 1923. The American Bosch stamped on the magneto will be FX-1, and then it'll have a ED-1, and they all have V6 or 6V. Oh yeah, V6. I was using the wrong tool to scrape that off there. A carbon steel blade, look at that. Immediately it showed up. Oh, yeah. It's FX-1, and it's ED-1, plain as can be, and a V6. I've never opened this. I have never opened this magneto up. Got it in a lot of magnetos. You know, bought a pile of them back in the summer auction sale. So let's open it up, see what we got. Oh yeah. Well, that's quite good. Well, it turns to. It don't have a gear for it, but I'll clean that up before I turn it, and it looks really good. So that's this one, and this one. It's got a homemade cover on it. Oh yeah, it's homemade. It's been soldered together. It's not like the other M cover. Nice job on a homemade. So and this one, it seems to be the end plate's missing on this. So, but you know, I was looking at these costs of rebuilding an engine. Just this, I'm going to use this magneto back onto the engine after I clean it up really good. And but it'll require a new wire to the spark plug. And actually, you know, they all do. When you're going to work on one of these, just go ahead and get one on order. Yeah, it was a little tighter than I expected. So, oh yeah, immediately you can see that contact, it's worn off all the way up to the metal housing, but it's still quite long and has a spring in it. So, but I'm going to lay one of them in there just because I think I probably need it. Plus a couple of lead-out tires. So, and this is just what we're working with so we can lay in some parts. This one back here is missing the cover, so I will duplicate this cover for this. So we'll be I think we'll end up with 3 magnetos minus 2 gears. So, upcoming video, leave a comment, and let's get the book out and quote some prices, how much it's costing to build this. Because, you have to replace this ward in our parts store, you have to replace that contact off the internet. The end plate, I'll replace that with the correct one. And also a new band to go across it that actually has American Bosch on it. I'm just saying, I think the customer would want me to do that. I think the customer that's for this engine, that for me not even to call to verify it, I know the answers. Yeah, go ahead and get that done. So I'm going to put a reproduction cover on there. They kind of pricey too. If you're keeping account, I'll show you what we'll do. We'll continue along with some prices. So, I'll read them off to you here and tell you what the story is. So McCormick Deering was purchased into it. I think it was a 3-engine lot, a John Deere and a 3 to 5 International, maybe LB or something. But the cost of the parts that we're using on the parts that we're using onto that engine is real cost. So carrying on with that just no markup on these parts is what I'm saying. If they was purchased on the internet, then that's the price I entered in here. I didn't buy them and then mark them up. If I stuttered a little bit, it's the actual price. So I did go ahead and get a drip oiler, a brand spanking new one from Flywheel Supply. It was $95. Make a note of that. And the piping, the whole complete, it's 3 pieces. A brass fitting, a short pipe, and then a connector, 1/4 to 3/8, and I used a 3/8 or a thread on there. It's all good condition. It was $18. So, well, the head. 2 intake valves. Again, they did come from Flywheel Supply, just simply because of the ease. Anyways, either I would make them and use up my time or purchase them. I purchased them. So, and the internet price is $42 a piece. So that's $84. Make a note. 2 valves, $84. And the head in order to get that engine back to fairly original specs, the most economical way, I elected to trade the old head away, or allow core charge, I guess, to a head that had stock valves, and a savings of having to buy a new governor mechanism. So trading them two with everything coming out much better was $45. So valve springs, that's new intake and exhaust, all the nuts and keepers, the complete set there, that's internet, totaled up $39. So a valve job. Now, on this project here, I elected, and I'm gonna try this for a little bit on my cost, time-wise, and you know, on this job only. The head I put two valve guides in it, and I cut two seats. And the way I come up with this price is, you know, to cut one seat and put in a valve guide, supply the material and all, would be $55. And if I did two valves, the other one would only be $45, because I already have the stuff out, you know. So that comes to $100. So, and that, there has to be some cost recovery in the shop for this cutter seat, even right here, these two, such as they are. Replacement costs on tooling. So anyways, make a note of all that right there, tally it up, add it to the other video, and then we'll go on to this next page when we carry on. I'm just saying, from here in Middle Tennessee, shop dog sound. Oh yeah, I do have a list down there. I'll leave this for the comments. How many hours up to now, up to this point here, how many hours do you think I have logged in onto that engine? And what hourly rate should I charge to this project? Yeah, leave a comment. Interested.